Jonathan Graham here, Managing Director of Inward Revenue Consulting. I hope you are well. I want to talk to you personally about a role that we're working on. Came in yesterday. This is a sales leadership position in the healthcare technology space, selling what I would refer to as big data analytics solutions. Clients paying between 80 and 100k base. It's a player manager role. You will be working with a very well established, significant organization within a division of that business, almost a sub-brand division, currently that has a turnover of about 6 million. It's going to get to about 9 million next year, and I've actually already genuinely, I've seen the pipeline and I've seen the qualified deals that will tell you they're already about 60% to the target for next year. This business has an incredible portfolio of references of what I would refer to as groundbreaking analytics consulting projects within the NHS. So what you're doing here, this isn't a sell a bit of click and a bit of data warehouse stuff. This is genuine big data analytics consulting using vendor agnostic, best of breed technology combined with very clever in-house on-site data scientists. And the role, please understand, the focus is on selling the data scientists and the consulting services, not flogging click at 20 grand a pop or 5 grand a pop. This is not an analytics software sale, it's a consulting services and solutions sale. Focus is to grow the number, 60% of which is already very carefully and accurately forecasted. The reason for the vacancy is to give the CEO or the MD, I think as his job title, a little bit more leeway to move on to other projects. He's been running sales and the sales team amongst other things. He now needs to perhaps remove that bottleneck and bring in somebody to run the team. The role is new business, account management, a team of 3, player management, work with marketing on the campaigns, and like I say, you're selling big data analytics into the NHS, into key areas of big data pain, rather than just flogging a little bit of click or Tableau to solve the problem. It's a service and consulting rather than product sale. The person, you've got to know the NHS or life sciences and/or ideally maybe you'll have had some experience outside the NHS as well. Clients got some really good customers that aren't pure NHS. Some of them are in the commercial market space. One's in, for example, defence. That's a really strong client account. What is important is you must understand analytics and/or the use cases of big data analytics consulting across a number of areas and why and how that operates, and the conversation of perhaps being able to walk into an organisation, listen, talk, understand, and then come back and say, well, actually, we can solve that problem with X, and then putting a solution together. You're going to need to be a capable leader of people, or potentially a very, very high quality sales pro who can prove they've got a little bit of leadership experience and is perhaps going to make the next step up. What is important, and I think the client will reject very quickly, in fact, I don't think you'll last more than 10 minutes in an interview, is if the client picks up that you're a product salesperson. It really is consulting sales with vendor agnostic technology purely as an enabler, and it's really important to understand this is a consulting level sale, putting in very clever data scientists to solve very complex data issues where the technology is something they use along the way rather than necessarily sell. You're going to need to be a capable sales pro. You're going to want to sell, want to continue to run with a number, and you're going to need to be happy to run with a personal target. Clients paying between 80 and 100k base, super benefits, big double OTE, all that good stuff. If you're interested, I'm on holiday next week, that being the week commencing the 10th. So my colleague Michael will be dealing with all my incoming responses and organising interviews and organising qualification calls and so on. So please send your CV and your application to michael@inwardrevenue.co.uk. Can send it to me, jonathan@inwardrevenue.co.uk. I won't be here and Michael will be picking up all my responses anyway. If you can, try not to respond using LinkedIn. We will be picking up all my LinkedIn messages that week commencing the 10th. However, it would just be, if I'm honest, easier for us if you could do it via a simple email to Michael. He can then pick up with it, manage it, and make sure that you get the attention you deserve as soon as possible. Thanks so much for listening. I've got to say, this is an absolute belter of a job. Looking forward to working with you on it. Thank you. Bye-bye.